Hey guys, we're live, first time. There we go. There we go. All right, so I'm here on a beautiful Sunday morning, and just had some French toast, and now I'm doing some mods to the XRT, and I'm putting these little tiny O-rings in to take out some of the slop. I already did it on this side. I think I pinched the O-ring. I put a little of this showy helmet silicone. You can put any kind of silicone, but I'm just using that. Make sure everything's nice and lubed up. And then once we do that, we can throw some tires on. But I just wanted to go over it because a lot of people just jump into their cars. They get their car out of the box and they just start racing around. And shit falls off, wheels start falling off, and you break shit when that happens. So, preemptive attack. Go over here. We'll talk about the Gravedigger just for a second. I gave this to Greggy, and I told him to break in his brushed motor and like set everything up. And he wanted to start just driving it. Well, we found out some really cool things about it. You can set it for crawl mode. This is the Axial SMT 10, and you can set it up for crawl mode. Crawl mode. It does really well. It just has an open diff. That's the issue with that car. But he wanted to just rip and tear, and we ended up setting it up on a 3S, and we drove this for. Oh my God, we were drunk last night and just driving it for a while, and it did really well. Performed outstanding. Didn't break anything, thank God, and yeah, really cool. In fact, you can see we mounted two flashlights. Oh. Two flashlights right there underneath, and they worked very well. It was really, really fun. All right, well, dogs are doing their thing, and then you and I are going to get over here. Oh yeah, so what do you guys think about this? We'll throw the XRT on the major infraction truck, and we'll see if we can drive it. I think it looks cool. It almost looks like an El Camino. Very El Camino-ish. I think they should come up with that. Anyways, all right, so yeah, back to this. I'm going to continue wrenching on this, and we only have 6S today. I'm not dropping another 200 pokes for 4S batteries. So we are going to do 2 3S's, and we're going to get after it. Thanks for joining me live on this. Everything looks pretty cool. There is an issue that this is what they give you. See those little serrated areas? Those are supposed to lock into on the wheels. But what's funny is this is what Traxxas gives you with the car, but you can buy the aftermarket Traxxas part. This is a brand new car. It has these same locking nuts, except for they're serrated, and the edges are serrated so they don't come undone. Why wouldn't they have just thrown those? These were literally in a separate package with the tires. They could have just thrown the new good stuff in there. Why do they have to have us buy more parts for this? So I'm starting to understand why there's a lot of Traxxas haters. I'm not a hater by any means. I've been buying Traxxas stuff for a long, long time. I have not driven anything of this sort. I have not driven an X-Max. I have not driven a regular Max. I have not driven a wide Max. I have not driven a Sledge, and I have not driven any XRTs. So I'm coming from UDR land and Axial land, and mainly just crawler stuff. A lot of crawler life right here. In my baby. This is my favorite car of every car I have, and this is my build. And she's hammered right now. She needs some dire attention. If you've tuned in the channel, you know that I am going to put in an Endura front axle that has steering. It's a front well, I'm going to replace the steering axle, the front axle, with this Endura one, which has the overdrive gears, and then I'll take the front one on there and throw it in the back. It's for rear steer. Whew, a lot of work. RC car life, balance, right? You have time for your lady or your kids or your other jobs or whatever, because sometimes you can get caught up in this stuff and not have time for other things. But this particular hobby is I dig it. It's something I like a lot, so I participate, you know. So basically right now we're just going to try to find all the little weak points in the slop. See this? Like, there's just a lot of slop in here. That shouldn't. That torque twist. And I get it, things should be able to move, but look at that. Look at this. That could be totally tightened up. You guys, there's no reason. Either shims or, like I said, O-rings. We're gonna have to on here. It's gonna be a little hard for me to try to wrench on this while trying to hold this. So let's see if we can get. I see people do this shit all the time, right? Sit at their phone and they wrench on their cars, and I can't do it. I can't do it, Cotton. You want to hear something funny? This hat right here, not the gray hair, but the hat. RC Visions is here in Huntington Beach, and I've purchased a lot of cars. I bought this car from them. Definitely bought. I bought SC24, SCX24. I bought this car from them. I bought the RC four-wheel drive car. It's not that car, but the other car. Bought a lot of cars. Couldn't they just hook me up with a hat for free? I bought batteries there, I bought parts, probably like $4,000 worth of stuff from those folks. And no love. I even hook them up with videos and hashtag their company name, but I ain't like even free stickers or shit. I'm not looking for a sponsorship, but man, kick a brother a hat for just even putting on the video. It's a nice hat. I like the color. The color just, it's my jam. So I was like, I'm a hat guy. And I buy stuff from them. I'm all about supporting small business too. I met one of the co-owners or something, the older dude, Mike or Mark. Mark's the dude. Seemed like a really nice guy, so I support those guys. Yep. All right, back to the build. Sorry, I had got somebody there was tuning in. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna get after this. I'm gonna hang up from you guys. 7 minutes of rambling and showing cars and not really wrenching or anything. But I am gonna be doing those O-ring upgrades, and let's just see if we can tighten this whole thing up, and I'll show you guys what happens after. All right, have a great weekend and a good Sunday, and thank you for tuning in if you did see this. And obviously there was one person watching live and they're gone now. Talk to you guys later. Bye.